Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Crafters TV. Welcome to Tuesday. My name's Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us for what is going to be another fantastic day. Loads of great shows lined up for you as per usual, and we'll be giving you the full heads up as to what's going on in this preview show, in Wake Up Call, the show that you all get up early for. And today is a good day to be up early because not only do we have a fantastic launch party coming up later on this evening from 6 o'clock, where we're going to be featuring lots of the recent launches, lots of your favourite launches, but we've got launch day at 2, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Central, where we are bringing you brand new dies. Sarah's going to be here for the official launch, but I have got a funny feeling with how busy it has been so far, even before the show. You're going to need to be shopping right now, because by the time we come to launch day, I have a feeling we're going to be calling things heading limited, things selling out, and you might just be concentrating on looking at demos. So if you've had a little bit of a sneaky look at our deep border creator card dies and you love them, get in early. As always, I'll take you all around the different options that you've got, because you can go individually. We have got a standard bundle and we've got a Showstopper bundle as well, but it's going to pay you to get in nice and quickly. Also, whilst you're on the web, worth bearing in mind that we do still have the deals on our Colour Me Happy products. Individual items you can get 10% off. That's the fact that we're celebrating Colour Me Happy. I meant to say Spectrum Noir products, not Colour Me Happy products. 10% off individual Spectrum Noir products to celebrate the third anniversary of Colour Me Happy. And also on the web right now, we've still got our April Showers deals, where we are raining the deals down on you, or something. But they're all there. Check out the website, get shopping, and it's going to be a great day. It is not just me today, though. I'm delighted to say I'm joined by one of my absolute faves. Anisha's going to giggle. The giggliest person I know. It is McGiggles, aka the Fish, aka, or you can see it, Debbie Fisher.
Oh, you're so kind. Hello, gorgeous man.
Hello, gorgeous
How are you?
lady. I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good. What was you going to say?
I was just saying you're looking very nice there. I like your
Oh, thank you
top.
very much. I figured it was spring. It's spring, coming into summer, in fact. The sun is shining. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And what better to start the day off with a brand new launch? I mean, and what a launch.
What a launch. I know someone within our studios here who's very, very jealous they're not involved in it, because someone absolutely loves these brand new guys.
Craig?
Craig or Bagel is not a happy bagel.
Yes, he's not. So, and I'm not surprised, because I'm just going to show just a few samples. Because they are absolutely stunning. There's something a little bit different. I think we had a first look, didn't we, at the weekend?
Did, yeah.
So you've been seeing them. These are not just creator cards. Oh no, these are so much more. These are framed creator card. It means they come with their own individual frame. Now, every so often, and I always say this when it happens, how did we not think about doing things like this before? So beautiful. Look at this one. I love this one. I just think it's so pretty. We're going to start with a demo with this one, and I also love this one as well. I love all of them. They are just absolutely stunning. What I love about them as well, Ben, you can cut them all together.
Yeah.
So you can cut them into each other, or you can use them as the mats and layers, which are amazing. So it's almost like a creator card twist on our nesting dies.
So you can go all out and have them all together and create like a edge-to-edge, amazingly detailed card. You could just use the frame. You could just use the inner part. You could go mats and layers.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's loads of different things you can use.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's just been that real upper level on our nesting dies and creator cards all combined together, and they are amazing. So yeah, I can't wait to show you how they all work.
I'm looking forward to seeing them. Already I'm seeing people saying that they've placed orders. Alison saying order placed earlier for the deep border Showstopper. Craig has made us excited about this collection. You've got to get in early. The stock's flying. Hey, Lillian Kwok says good morning, everyone. Hello, Debbie. Hi, Ben.
Oh, hello.
Elizabeth says morning. Morning to Pamela from Savannah, Georgia. Terry Bauer says it's 3 a.m. here in Sun City, Arizona, but I didn't want to miss out on this opportunity. You've got to get in early. Rhiannon Gomez says, can't wait for the craft along with these dies. We've not even launched them yet, officially, and you're already looking forward to the craft along. Hopefully Craig will get it, so he will be happy. We'll keep our fingers crossed for him, bless him. Sandra's in, saying good morning to Ben, Debbie, the crew, Rachel, Crafty family and friends. My order is in, and it's a nice looking day in the back garden. Hope it stays this way. I think it's supposed to be nice up here, isn't it, for the next few days, which is good. Dana joined us. Rhiannon's in from Ballarat, Australia, and Sarah Brown says, hello, hello, my crafty friends. Hoping you are well. Sending you lots of hugs from Australia. Hi to Kathy Myers from Missouri, and Corinne joins us saying aloha from Maui. George says hi as well, Corinne, because you had a chat yesterday getting ready for the craft along on Thursday, which I believe you're getting up at 3 a.m. to do, is that correct? Or a stupid early time? That's dedication, that, isn't it?
That'll be me in a couple of weeks. I'll be going into the future. I'll be ahead of you all.
Come on, Debbie, tell us all about it. What are you doing?
Oh, I've just got a holiday coming up soon, so
Where are you going? Anyone else?
The first stop is Singapore.
Singapore?
I'm so excited. It's a 13-hour flight, though.
How long have you been in Singapore for? How long are you going?
4 nights.
And then where are you going?
Oh, and then we're just hopping over to Bali, just for 4 nights. Oh, and then we're going to Bangkok for 4 nights. And then we're going to end in Vietnam for 4 nights. I'm sorry, I shouldn't boast, but I'm so excited, and we've saved really hard for this holiday, and I just cannot wait. Does it show?
I hope you have a fantastic time.
It'll be amazing, won't it?
Yeah. We're not going away this year.
Aren't you going away?
It's too expensive.
I know,
with
it's
kids
not
as well.
cheap. We started last year, so we've been paying over a whole year for this holiday. Holidays aren't cheap, are they?
No, they're not. I think that's what we might have to do.
Yep. Start early.
Start early. Don't want to look after my kids for a couple of weeks next year, do you?
I'll do that with the dogs as well.
Oh, you're definitely up for that, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will you actually look after the kids and the dogs?
Of course, of course. So I've offered Ben, so when he's up here, when he wants to go on holiday, I will go and house sit and look after the dogs.
Yeah, because it'll work out great for me, but then also work out great for you, because if you're here, then you're 5 minutes up the road.
Absolutely.
You've got a nice house to live in, lovely neighbourhood.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll stock all of the cupboards up in the fridge with all your favourite bits and pieces.
Pizza and raspberry gin, please.
Easily pleased, eh? Pizza and raspberry gin it is. 2 weeks. Can you imagine? Right, let's get cracking and let's have a look at the brand new launch. The Showstopper is here. The US version of this, by the way, is free shipping. Boom shakallah, as Sarah would say. As you can see, free shipping. And also, the actual new dies themselves come with, you've got a card, you've got markers, and you've got hammer. I'll tell you what it is, what you're going to get, right? So if you go for the Showstopper, you get, and I'll show you the boards in a second, you get all of the brand new dies, but then you also get a set of your luxury gilding flakes, the Cosmic Gilding Flakes, which brings you your Outer Space Blue Moon and Starlight. You're going to get a set of the aqua pens as well in the essentials, so 12 aquas, and you're also going to get our 12x12 luxury mixed cardstock included too. So that's 24 sheets in that pearlescent finish and also in that gorgeous linen finish too. So 24 sheets in there. And the reason the Showstopper is so good is if you were to buy those 3 extra items separately, it would set you back £54 or $69. However, when you buy the Showstopper, it's only an extra 20, which is incredible value for money. So you can pay £80 or $96 if you go for the Showstopper. It is free shipping to the US as well on that Showstopper, which again, I think that makes it even more relevant to jump in and buy. And here are all of those gorgeous designs that you're going to get with those dies as well. So, 10% already of the Showstopper has disappeared. I'm not even kidding you. This is super duper busy. We are so busy for this already. Look, I mean, you can understand why. Look at the amount of metal you're getting for your money. And as we said, in its simplest form, you're passing all this through to create a gorgeously detailed, not only frame, but also then all of the detail of that creator card in there as well. That one is called your English Heritage. Absolutely stunning. But like we said, you can use individual components of these on their own. But to get that overall effect with ease, I just think is magnificent. So that one's your English Heritage. If you want to go for these individually, you can. Next up is the Contemporary Blossom. Once again, how gorgeous is that beautiful frame that works all the way around the outside. You can understand why these are called deep border creator cards. And then in the center, again, so much detail with those beautiful florals. So that one is your Contemporary Blossom. Next is this gorgeous Moroccan tile. It's got a bit of a feel to this to me as well, about a very extravagant spider's web. I don't know if anyone else kind of sees that there. maybe sort of use it for, Halloween. Maybe on a frosty morning, you could get use some of your glossy highlights with this, or maybe some glitter on there to create like a spider's web effect with that. Halloween is coming, Halloween is coming, witches, cats and big black bats.
A Craig one.
Craig.
I've never heard that.
Have you not? I need to show you the video.
No, I've heard Craig sing it, but I've never heard of that Halloween song before.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
It's when they used to go out guising in Scotland.
Ah,
They don't go out trick-or-treating, they go guising.
Guising.
Yeah.
Guising.
And they have to perform a talent to get the treats.
Guising with their swills.
The swirly-pally squirrel, gazing. Halloween is coming. Aye. Next up, how hilarious. Stylish swirls. This would be one of Craig's favourites here again. Again, beautiful detail around the outside. All the detail in the centre of your swirls. This one is the Baroque frame. This one for me as well, I don't know, I'm sort of, it's only sort of slightly there, but I see for musicians. Thank you, Johnny. A treble clef. In the centre of that one as well. I think it's one of those where, you know, the eye's sort of drawn to different parts of the design, a bit like those magic eye pictures. But yeah, again, lots of detail in that one, which is called, the Baroque frame. And then lastly is your garden lattice. And again with this, I'm looking at that thinking if you've enjoyed ribbon threading recently, kind of thing you can incorporate in that too.
Yeah, and also, Ben, you've shown them all portrait. When we think about landscaped as well, how many different styles of cards we can then start to make. They're amazing.
Let's go back the other way and show you these in the portrait as well. Yeah, isn't it funny how... Oh yeah, so that looks totally different now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks totally different. Yeah, it looks more florally actually now. Yes.
Spider's web, florally.
Absolutely. Love it.
Oh, sunset in the middle, Johnny's saying.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, reflecting off the sea.
Or imagine a background with the yellow in the middle coming out to oranges.
Johnny's gone, Debbie will see that in Bali.
I might, yes.
Again, this one on the landscape for you as well. And then lastly is the English heritage. Yeah, maybe you could, what you guys could do, when Debbie goes away, so we can feel like we're with her, we've got a big TV over there. Could you put like the Bali beach on there or something, just to make us feel like we're in Bali at least. £80 or $96 for that collection. You get the markers, you get the gilding flakes and that cardstock as well, plus free shipping too. Let us know what you are picking up. If you just want the deal on its own, by the way, here it comes. That's my son there. That's it.
There you go. So every time wake up call, you can imagine me like being on the beach in the sunshine.
Funny how you can go off people, isn't it? No, I'm only kidding. £64 or $80 if you just want to go for the dies on their own. And here's a kicker. A quarter of the stock of these have gone already. We are super duper busy. Again, if you want to go individually, you can. Lots of different ways to shop for these. But we are very, very busy right across the board. Dana says, Debbie, you are so adorable. I'm so happy for you for your fabulous trip. Sounds like so much fun, Debbie. Enjoy your time. And Philip says, spider's web. Yes, exactly what I thought. And our Rachel was laughing after me saying, I'm not talking to you anymore, Deb. No, you said that, Rachel, didn't you? Yes, you're saying that. I said it's funny how you can go off people. Anyway, Debbie, tell us about these dice. Show some cards or something before you go away one day.
Before I go away. You'll miss me though, won't you,
yes.
hopefully? Right, let's just have a look at some of these samples because I want to give a massive shout out to our design team. And this is what I'm talking about by doing them different. Yeah, using your silhouette dies that you've got here look amazing. Look at this one. I mean, how just stunningly beautiful is that? I'm thinking shaker cards, paper piecing, lots of different ways that you can do them. Love this one. We're going to be doing a little bit of using our aqua pens on our first demo to show those. But look at this one, cutting it out as a complete topper and then having a different colour round the outside, which is just absolutely beautiful. I love them. I can see why Craig is extremely jealous that he's not actually launching these because because they are amazing. Now, let's start. First of all, I'm taking 2 of our pens. Now, if you're going for the Showstopper deal, our aqua pens are amazing. Now, for anyone that's not seen our aqua pens, they are a watercolour pen. They have 2 nibs on them. So you've got this really tiny bulletproof nib, which is amazing. So if you're someone who loves drawing or doing a little bit of sort of centangling and you spritz it with a little water, that looks incredible. This one has got our ultimate brush on here, which is just amazing. And now all I'm going to do with my pens is I'm going to use that brush nib and I'm going to scribble some down onto our glass mat, really. You might have your new splodgy mat, mixed media mat, multimedia mat.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to use a sort of red colour, sort of pinky red, and then an orange. Just scribble that down. The reason I put them down here is because you get more out of your pens this way, and then it's good to add to your watercolouring. And I've done that, and I haven't even cut my dye, have I?
I know, you're so excited about the colours.
I'm jumping ahead. So I'm going to be using our English heritage. I'm going to use the dyes in different ways. Now, with these, you can see you're getting 3 different dyes. My first dye, I'm going to cut my entire piece out. So we're going to cut this out as an actual creator card, but as a panel.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to, I could just use this dye. This is our outside dye.
Yeah.
This doesn't have an inside cutting edge. So it's great because if I pop that onto there, pop that inside there, I can have that cut inside one whole piece.
And so you could mix the frames with the inner pieces as well,
Oh,
I guess,
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So then you could cut, say, this out of a complete, let's say I want to cut that out of white, I'm going to cut this out of a bright pink.
Yeah.
I can then layer that behind and then you'll have the pink coming through. So you've got those perfectly formed ones. But what I want to do is I'm going to cut my base layer out of this one. I'm then going to cut my whole one out of here. So all I'm going to do, bring in some low tack tape, and we're just going to tape this down and die cut this out. And what I love about these, Ben, is I feel like every single one has a real difference about them.
Yes.
So I think they're the ones that you're going to want all of them because they just look amazing.
Yeah, all the designs are very, very different.
Very different, yeah, very different.
And like you said, again, I know I keep talking about this, but we've had a lot of new viewers watching recently.
Yes.
This is a set for you. My goodness me, if you want the ability to be able to make quick, easy, impressive cards in their simplest form, these are so simple to work with. And then, you know, as you'll pick up inspiration from Debbie today and Sarah later, you'll then start seeing different ways that you're going to use them. But in their simplest form, to create that deep border, to create that creator card effect, it's really, really very, very simple indeed. And you're going to be looking like an absolute pro straight out the box with these.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to give mine a little bash just to take all those pieces out. You can see, look how beautiful that is. So just a couple more in there that we'll just pop into there. And just for those of you that are not too sure about aqua pens, this will stay on there until I use it.
Okay.
So don't worry that it's drying or it's not wet because it's water activated. We're going to dry that with water.
Okay.
So, and then the other one I want to do, so that's our first one. Just take all our other little pieces out. So make sure you've got all the pieces out to re-die cut.
Okay.
And I always say that just because if you've got, it's almost like I put in a cushion in there. So if you've got other pieces of cardstock, it means it will stop your die being as efficient.
Okay.
So take all those pieces, got one more little piece there.
You could use your little dye brush tool here as well, couldn't you?
Oh yes, absolutely, yeah, you can. Now I had, and I've lost it, where's that? Oh, there it is under here. So we're going to cut this one out, and also I want to cut out this one.
Okay.
So what I've done is I've just got a piece of mirror card, so it's like a bronzy colour. I don't know where this come from actually, it was just in my stash. So we're just going to cut this one out as well. And actually I've just seen lots of little dots in there, so I'm just going to poke those through as well.
Get them out.
So yeah, get them out.
Get them out of here. Dana says, I like how the borders could make confetti.
The
confetti out the borders.
Oh yes, absolutely. That's a great idea. Yeah, really good idea. I don't know if you can buy biodegradable like tissue paper or cardstock.
Do you mean whole stuff? I was going to say, because confetti you can, can't you?
Yeah, you can buy confetti. I'm wondering if you could buy the substance that you create, so you could make your own confetti for weddings. But you'd have to do it biodegradable. I never thought about that before.
Biodegradable confetti sheets?
Yeah. That's a thought. A nice thought. Yeah. Right, so all I'm going to do is cut this again, and we're going to do this one.
You can. You
can?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm liking that idea.
Yeah, you can. Oh,
wow.
Different colours.
There you go. Oh, I think we need to get some of them for next time we have anything like, because we've had confetti dies in before as well. Never thought about that. That would be amazing, making your own confetti. You'd make a fortune in the summer months with weddings.
I hear they sell them over in Bali. They have you can buy biodegradable confetti sheets in Bali.
I think Bali's going to be the relaxing part of our holiday. Because I think the others will be quite busy.
You can get them in Singapore as well, and Bangkok.
I've heard Bangkok is very busy, and Singapore's very busy.
Yeah. Is that the plan, to shop and then relax?
Well, we just want to see so much. So we figured that we both wanted to do a Far East holiday, and we figured that if we do all of these places, we can then go back to wherever we think's the one we want to spend more time with. So this is sort of like a try before we might have a bigger holiday. Yeah, because it's easy to sort of go to one place, isn't it?
Well, surely it's going to be Bali, isn't it?
Well, it depends, doesn't it? Depends how busy or not you want your holiday. I mean, Bali is where we're planning to do, I mean, I don't know why, but we're planning to do white water rafting. Can you get me words in?
Bali?
Yeah, and also...
skydiving?
No.
Horse riding? Brum, jet skiing?
No.
Bike riding?
Yes, but...
off-road?
Yes, what are they called?
Quad
bikes, that's the one.
I'm
yes.
sure you can quad bike in other places other than Bali.
Oh, we quad biked last year in Cape Verde.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes.
How does it go again? Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. I didn't realise that I was such a daredevil.
Weren't you a bit worried about it to start with? I think I remember you saying.
Not me. Al was a bit more cautious than me. No, I just go for it. I am a bit of a daredevil like that. Right, so we've got our two pieces. Yeah, I know, Johnny. Johnny's looking and saying it seems full on. I don't know what we were thinking. It might not be so.
I'll have to have a look now.
Right, so we're going to use these colours. So let's just use these. I've just took my wet brush, picking that up, and then we're just going to bring this in. Looks amazing, doesn't it? So the whole trip, I think, is we go and see the waterfalls. We go swim at the waterfalls, and then we go and do the whitewater rafting. And yeah, it looks amazing.
Room for a small one?
But we've also got a nice trip to, and I think that's Bali as well. I think it's Bali, isn't that where we're going on a trip for the bridge over the River Kwai?
Yes. Vietnam, I think.
Oh, that's Vietnam, sorry. So we've got a trip there in Vietnam. Yes. So, yeah, can't wait. Really looking forward to it all. So,
they look like they're really enjoying themselves there, those whitewater rafters. Look at their faces.
I know, the waterfalls look amazing, don't they? Right, so I've done this once, and now I'm just going to put a bit more colour onto them. So I'm just picking that up again, just so we've got a little bit more depth in that colour. So this is just using your cards. Now you could, if you wanted to, paint your whole card before you put this on. But I always think with that, Ben, that you could be wasting, because you'll be die cutting all your colours out. So with this, you're not wasting too much. So let's just clear all that one up. And actually, before we clear it up, I'm just going to bring in another piece of card. So let me just grab my kitchen towel, take this one. And then we're going to pop that here, and I'm going to do the same again, but actually I will, because I don't want that to be too wet, because I don't want to put my brush in any water, because you don't want to contaminate your brushes. So let's just pop a bit more, because what I'm going to do with this one, I want to create another matten layer, and I'll show you in a second what I mean. So this piece of card, I've cut to 5 1/4 inches by 7 1/4 inches. And we're going to do the same thing. So picking up that red, but this time I'm just going round the side of my card, just round here. And then we're going to put that colour going on the bottom. And
I
again,
used your shimmer ink pads if you picked those up yesterday as well.
Oh yes, they'd be amazing.
Best ever price.
So just round the sides like that. Then let's clear that one. So we've got all our matching pieces. So like so. Let me just dry that one off. I've wore completely the wrong colour top. I'm so worried I'm going to get
Do you want an
pen all
apron?
over. I'm all right now because I finished what we were doing.
You can borrow my waistcoat if you want.
Yeah, that would be nice. It's darker. So I've just done one here, and again I've gone round it twice, so just to give that more in-depth colour.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pop that side because that one's dry, and then you can see we've taken that one. So I am going to dry that one off. So let's just use this one. So just using our hot air gun.
Just say morning to Laurel who's purchased. Sun's not up yet, but set my alarm so I can make sure I got this collection. I know I'm going to love them. Hannah says Singapore airport is supposed to be phenomenal.
Yes. It's apparently in the top 5 attractions of the world.
Attractions?
Yep. It's got a full waterfall in the middle of the airport. It's got a swimming pool, it's got a cinema, it's got a zoo, I believe.
Don't miss your flight.
At the airport. I know.
That is incredible.
I know.
So you go there for a day out and not even fly anywhere.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Anne said it sounded like Ben is saying Bali. I couldn't figure out where that was.
Indonesia.
No, but I think you say Bali as in B-A-R-L-E-Y. Well, it is the same,
Bali.
isn't it?
Bali.
Bali and Bali.
Yeah, Bali.
Bali and Bali.
Bali sounds like you cut like our Debbie Robinson. Bali.
No, she's from Barnsley,
Like
not
your
Bali.
Bali. Bali and Barnsley.
But how do you say Bali that you would buy from the supermarket?
Bali, yeah.
And how do you say Bali if you're going on holiday?
Yeah, Bali.
So it is the same?
Yeah, it is the same, yeah.
As Rachel says, I know which Bali I'm more likely to see over the course of the next few weeks, and it's not the one that you'll be seeing.
Right, we've got our 2 pieces, then we've got our matte and layer that we cut out, remember? So we've cut out those, so we're going to pop those onto there. And the reason I did this now will all become clear, because then we pop that onto there, and then you've got that beautiful pop of colour around the outside. So what I've also done, we've cut out this sort of our rose gold, I think this is, in our mirror card.
Yeah.
So we can shadow this underneath. So you can just see it's getting the right way. There we go. Pop that round, and we're just going to give that a slight shadow in so you can slightly see that round. Can you see? It just elevates it to a whole new level. So let's bring in our tape pens. I don't suppose they're back in stock yet, are they?
Oh, no. And the dotty tape pens. And do you know the other thing? Am I announcing this now, Johnny? So, today was supposed to be the big day, and we were all very excited about the finger daubers.
Oh, yes.
They're stuck in customs, apparently. We had a message late, well, I don't know, about 7 o'clock last night, saying that we're not going to be launching them today. So we're apologies about that. We'll let you know as soon as we get them, but at least we know they're on the way. I can
tape
say
pens with them?
Huh?
A dotty tape pens with them?
I don't know. I'm not going to confirm or deny that. All I do know is that the finger daubers are on the way. Dotty tape pens, maybe they are with them. Who knows? But apologies if you were looking to buy this today. We won't have them.
Well, I, for one, am in desperate need. Hopefully, because I'm away for a little while.
What are you in desperate need of? Dotty tape pens?
Yeah, dotty tape pens.
I think everyone is.
But hopefully, while I'm away, they will come in.
Is it either Tracy or Julia's got a load, isn't it?
Oh, have they? I never knew that.
Yeah.
They got a secret stash.
Stash, yeah. To have a quiet word. But you won't be needing them anyway because you're off to Bali.
Singapore, Bangkok, Vietnam. Sorry, I know I keep rubbing in, but I'm so excited.
I know.
I literally cannot wait. It's just going to be amazing. And actually, it's just nice to be able to go and relax, isn't it?
And have
some time out. Yeah, absolutely. And we're also moving as soon as we get back, so it'll be nice to just go and have some time out. I'm going for the food more than anything else. I might come back about like 2 stone heavier.
What is out there? I guess it's lots of like...
Well, Singapore
stuff,
literally has India town, Chinatown. It's like, yeah, it's just amazing. And I've since recently found out that they speak Slinglish.
Slinglish?
Slinglish. I'm
Right.
sure that's what it's called. So they speak Singapore English. So it's like you can hear them speaking English and then they go into like Singapore tongue and then it goes to English. It's really, really weird. Yeah, really, not weird. It's really just odd to listen to. Yes, yeah, absolutely.
So you'll come back speaking Singlish as well?
Don't know about that. We're only there 4 days. I don't think I'll pick it up in that time. But they do well, they just do so much there, so much in Singapore. But they do this, it's like a hotel, and it's the shape, so you look up on the skyscraper and it's the shape of a boat. And it's got an infinity pool in there, so you can go up to the bar and you go in the infinity pool and it overlooks the whole of Singapore.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, honestly, it's like insane.
Can you stop talking about it now?
I'll post on my Instagram so you can follow what we're doing around all the places. I'll do it on my webpage.
Delete Debbie off Instagram. Delete.
Right, so all I've done here, I'll give you the measurements because I've been talking. I've done an 8x6 card blank. Then I've done my matten layer, which is 7 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then we've die cut our bottom sheet. Then we've took out our middle section. So let's just pop all this together, and I'm keeping this really simple because all I've done is created just a little sentiment to go on the front because I don't really want to put anything else on here. I want to really let that die do all the talking. So let's pop that into place like so. And then we will just pop that one on as well.
Pretty. The Showstopper, over 20% of the stock has gone. Remember as well, I know Dana was very excited about this, free shipping. You say, OM gosh, what? I love the Showstopper is free shipping. Thank you, you're welcome.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yeah, free shipping on the Showstopper. And we are now over 20% of the stock gone. Very busy for the standard bundle as well, which is flying. 30% of that has gone. It's take your pick. I mean, you pay your money, you take your choice. Whatever you want. But £64 or $80 for the standard bundle. And look at the kind of thing that you can make. That is incredible.
And there you go. I mean, I've kept that really simple, but isn't it beautiful? Such a beautiful die. Absolutely love that one.
Do you know what as well? That is really in its simplest form that everybody can follow. Everyone can achieve that.
Yep.
Look how magnificent that looks. Absolutely.
And actually, if you take out, although if you're going for the Showstopper, you won't need to, but if you take out the aqua pens and you just cut into coloured cardstock, that is so simple to make, and it would take you, I would think, maybe 20 minutes to make that card. Yeah, not long at all.
Yeah. Well, it was pretty much that time for you with all the chit-chat, so you'd probably do it even quicker.
But some of mine is sort of pre-made, that's all I was thinking. Yes. But if you were doing it completely from scratch, it wouldn't take long to put a card like that together, and it is beautiful.
Incredible. Rachel McWilliams says, so pretty, I love the colours, I've ordered the die bundle first thing, cannot wait to get my hands on them. Betty says, I'm down to my last dotty tape pen. And Debbie, says Sandra, if those tape pens come in whilst you are away, they'll be gone by the time you come back. That is a true story.
Oh, true that.
I'll get you some, Debbie, if they're here.
Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind, thank you.
Stunning Debbie, says Rhiannon, and Paul Print ×4 says, the free shipping makes it the deal for me. It's entirely up to you, but I've got to tell you that I think this is one of the best Showstoppers that we've done, because bang for buck, the extras that you get that you kind of, well, you would be paying £54 or $69 for, you're actually only paying an extra £20 or $20 for. So you're going to get the aqua pens there that Debbie was using in that last demo. You've got the essentials here. So colour-wise, you're getting peach, you're getting your spice, you're getting terracotta, you're getting some of your sort of earth tones in there, some of your greens and the lime and olive, and then you've got some more sort of grey tones in there with your slate, you've got charcoal, and you've got a black in there too. So 12 of those in there, those aqua markers. You're getting the pots of cosmic gilding flakes as well. Beautiful colours included in there. And then on top of that, you're getting your luxury mixed cardstock too, which is your pearlescent and your linen cardstock in the 12x12. All of these colours, 24 sheets, 250 GSM, just an extra 20 to get all of those. Then on top of all of these brand new dies, which are just absolutely gorgeous. The Showstopper, a third of the stock now gone. We are busy. We're 37 minutes into the preview show. We are, 2.5 hours away from officially launching these, and already a third of the stock has gone. You are going to have to be quick. I'll show you the designs again, and then we'll give you a chance to check out your baskets, because I know there'll be a few people hanging on, not wanting to miss anything. But look, you've got the beautiful English heritage in there, which is the one that you've just seen. I mean, look at that again, the beautiful deep frame that you've got on here, the creator card element, used as a whole, look fantastic, but then you've got the opportunity to just use the central piece, cut in, cut out, use that frame on its own, use the frame, mix and match it up with some of the other designs that you've got within this collection. As Debbie pointed out, whether you go portrait or landscape with these, they look just as beautiful. Contemporary blossom, this is one of my favorites, that Moroccan tile. Lots of opportunities here again to color, lots of opportunities to use all of your different inks. If you bought those shimmer ink pads yesterday at that incredible price, get involved with those. Maybe some paper piecing you're thinking about doing too. Your stylish swirls is gorgeous, beautiful. This one, which is your Baroque frame, and even like we said, you know what, potentially, if you're loving ribbon threading, we've got those brand new ribbon threading dies that we launched the other day. They're coming up on launch party later, but with the garden lattice, you've got the opportunity to do that. And how cute was that card that Debbie showed earlier, where the lattice was used just so, and then some flowers on the outside, really making it look like it was the setting of a beautiful garden. So many ways to be able to use these. Those are all of the dies. You're going to get all of the Showstopper elements there for just £80 or $96 if you're platinum. And if you are a US viewer, you are getting free shipping on that Showstopper as well. It is a great deal across the board. And Rhiannon's saying, I've bought the Showstopper, but I haven't used the gilding flakes before. You're going to love using them. Loads of tuition for you as far as the gilding flakes are concerned. Over on our YouTube page, you'll see loads of shows where those gilding flakes are being used. And I've no doubt we'll probably see them at some point during the shows today. Let's give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. It's a super busy morning. If you've got stuff in your baskets, get them checked out, and we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those 3 people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some other customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
So a great tip from Philip actually has just come through. So Rhiannon, who's bought the Showstopper, says, I've not used gilding flakes before. Philip's come with a great tip on the gilding flakes. He says, don't sneeze. That's a good tip.
That's a good tip. Very good tip.
Yeah.
I'll add to that. Don't breathe. With your mouth open, at least.
And Charlotte says, gilding flakes, so messy, but totally worth it. The only thing I would say, because we had some on yesterday on our Spectrum Noir Day, and obviously showed you a few and opened them up. It's good to dispense them into a bigger tub, isn't it?
Yes.
When you get them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you'll have a lot of fun with them. Just to quickly show you, we've got some opaque pigment ink pads on the show for you. So if you want to pick these up in a lovely range of colours, 10-piece collection. What a price! £32 or $48 is incredible. So you're saving $19.90 or $29.50. It's a 33% saving. So that's, in my mind then, it's like you're getting 3 for free in this bundle, isn't it? Good maths, Ben. It's a lovely, lovely collection of colours as well that will blend beautifully together. Of course, you can do your heat embossing techniques with these too, but lots of our favourite colours in here. Parakeet, which will work beautifully alongside, get ready for it, Oasis. George, he always goes mad for it. You just can't hear that at home. It's an Oasis.
Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. Should somehow realise what you gotta do.
That's it now.
I don't believe that anybody feels... Sorry, they're singing in my ear. I'm just going with it.
Liam and Noel are platinum members.
Very good, George.
If they're watching, you'll be getting you'll be getting soon. Honey Pot.
Honey,
lovely
honey.
with the lemon tonic. What did you say?
Honey, honey.
Straw bale. Plum jam. Love how we put lots of the different shades together. Fuchsia. Pink tulip.
Oh, what was the one before that?
Oh, we go back to the fuchsia?
Yes, thank you.
Pink tulip. Crushed velvet and the little mustache. And then the grasshopper. All 10 of those included in that bundle. So yeah, it is like you buy 7, you get 3 for free. £32 or $48. Will we ever get through a set of those ink pads without singing songs, saying mad for it, and going back to the future? Hopefully not. Paul Print times 4 says, I agree with Debbie on the gilding flakes. Don't breathe. But obviously, start breathing again afterwards, because that could be dangerous. Right, shall we have a look at the little demo?
Yes, let's do it. Let's go back to our creator card dies. The Moroccan tile I'm going to go to. So whatever your take on this one, it is absolutely stunning. And funnily enough, I'm going to cut it out of black cardstock. So, and before when I was doing it, I couldn't really see the spider web reference, but now it's there. I love these. Now, every single one of your dies will come with 3 parts. So you can see our 3 different dies. So what I'm going to do with this one, first of all, I'm going to use my outside one, but this time, where before we just cut that out, I'm going to actually place this one inside. So we're going to use these ones to cut it out. So let me just use some tape. Now, low-tack tape will be your best friend, so make sure that you get plenty of it.
Yes.
We're going to just pop a piece on the top and the bottom, and then run that one through.
Shop the day for low-tack tape. We've got a two for bundle.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love the fact that we do it on a dispenser. I love the fact that you get 3 in a pack. And also, I've got quite used to it. When we first got low-tack tape, it can be quite sticky when it goes through the machine, but I've actually got quite used to it being quite sticky. And once you get used to that, it's such a good hold.
Yeah.
It's, I think, one of the best on the market. So very good low-tack tape. So let's take all those pieces out. And this one. And this one. So what's happened now is not only have I got myself a panel, so let me just take that one away. You've got yourself your inside panel. I've now got a full frame as well. So let's take that one away. Make sure I don't want to leave any of the dies as the boss is in launching. I don't want to.
Oh, can you imagine?
I mean, I'm normally very good, but I just want to make sure I've took all those pieces out. Look at all those lovely. I mean, these would be great little shaker card elements. You can make these in all sorts of colours, especially with your double-sided cardstock, so you don't get any sort of the white in the back. Be amazing. So look at that. We've now got a completely different frame. So just our frame for our background. So I'm going to pop that to the side. Then we're going to bring in this one back in. So this is the one I cut out. So this could be used as your matten layer. But what I'm actually going to do is going to use my one to go on the inside of this. So let's cut that inside one out. Pop that into place. And again, tape that down. So let me place that in, making sure I've got roughly the same amount of space all the way around, and then we can tape that down. And again, I like to tape in 2 different places, so we pop one on that side, one on that side, and send that one through.
Yeah.
And then with this one, what we're going to do with this one, we're going to do this again slightly different. So I'm doing 3 different ways of using our dies. Pick this one up.
Is the rectangular plain die the same on all 6, asks Sandra?
Oh, good question. You're probably looking on the boards, Ben. That would be the quickest way to see. But I've got a feeling that they probably are.
Yeah.
Let's take those away.
Yeah, they are.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes. So that would be a yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right, so now we've got all those pieces. I can then use that inside one, and instead of using the frame, we're now going to use that main creator card die. So we've got this one here, we've got our frame for our outside, and then we're going to use this one in a different way again, and this time we're going to use the frame and the inside cutting edge. We're not going to use the middle frame. So this is showing you all 3 ways of how you can use those differently. So I'm just going to make sure that we've roughly got the same amount of space. It doesn't want to shift on my mirror card, glitter card. Pop that into place like so.
We're so busy. So just say, Denise says, good morning. Why wouldn't you get the Showstopper? Good question.
Why wouldn't you? Absolutely. And even if you've got the pens, having another pack is not a bad thing.
Because they're consumables.
They are consumables. Oh.
So they will run out eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. Or you could gift them if you don't need any more. But it is a good way to get the the Showstopper and those extra additionals. I'm going to turn this round because I'm asking this to go through glitter cardstock. So I'm putting this at the top of my plates, and then that way I'm going to do a double cut. So I'm going to place that into my Gemini. So anyone with a Gemini machine will know that we do a pause and a reverse function.
Yeah.
What that means is once that's gone through, so I'm just waiting, there we go, that's got that clank, just means that die's gone through. I'm then going to just reverse it back out. That gives me a double cut because I'm going through mirror cardstock, glitter cardstock. I don't know if anyone knows this, but glitter cardstock has a plastic film on it. So you looked in pain then.
No, sorry, it's just the second clunk kind of got me. What did you say has a plastic film on it?
Glitter cardstock.
Oh, yeah.
You can't actually feel it or see it, but it has got this film on it. So going
stays
through,
in place, isn't it?
look at that. I mean, look at that. I mean,
Beauty.
it's just amazing. So amazing. So let me just take all those pieces out. Got a little bit of black cardstock. There we go, embedded onto there. So once we've got that, how nice is that? I mean, I love the way that we can make these so different.
Yeah.
You know, I've just cut that on three different perspectives, and having a different look every single time and using those dies. So just taking all those little pieces out round our frame. There we go. Might just take that little bit extra, and then let's just give that a little tap. And that will take out all our bits there. Just making sure I take them all out for the boss. Pop that one in.
I'll make sure that if that she knows that you've done such a good job cleaning them all out.
That's fine. She'll just see that she'll be able to use them. I mean, I could be really mean. I mean, Sarah leaves a lot of her die bits in. I could just leave them all in, couldn't I?
And
then...
you know, if we've got any water demo later on, will she have been the same for you? That's the question.
That will be interesting to see. I don't mind. She's the boss, isn't she? She's the boss.
Yeah.
Right.
Do what she wants.
Let's pop those in. She'll want to get as many demos in as possible,
Yeah.
so she'll be saying, well, I don't need to pick all those bits out, that'll take me longer, you get less demo time. So I get that, totally get that. Right, so we've got all our pieces here, take those bits out. So look at that, we've got our 3 different ways of using those dies, but I'm going to combine these all together. So the first thing we're going to do with this one, now because it's black, I'm going to add some gilding wax. So I've got gilding wax. If you wanted to, you could put red liner tape around the edges and use your gilding flakes. I don't think I've got any flakes to hand, so I'm just going to use my gilding wax. So just,
You could.
do you want me to use the gilding flakes?
It's up to you. Use the wax.
Use the wax. The boss says wax in my ear, yes. So all we're going to do is just rub some of this down the side. Yeah, we'll have it everywhere, won't we then?
I won't.
And then we're just going to go round. I'm not being too fussy with this. I want it to have a little bit of a sort of retro sort of look. I don't need it to be perfect. It's just adding that little bit of gold to make it look amazing around the outside. I feel like that's the saying of the show, isn't it? Around the outside.
Around the outside?
Yeah, it keeps making me want to sing something. Yeah. All right. I realised where I got Inspector Gadget from.
Oh yeah, you were
earlier.
singing that this morning, weren't you?
So I was singing it, but it's kind. I don't know why, but you were saying, was you singing that as well? So I'm wondering, because when you said it's this spring sow, is it? What was
Who, me?
Yeah, something about, you said something earlier and I thought that's where it's come from. But I can't remember what it was you said. Something about...
What, on the show or before the show?
Yeah, on the show. No, on the show.
The Spectrum Noir, April Showers?
April Showers. So when I was thinking of April Showers, it's like... April showers. So that's where I was getting that from. I don't know why or why that comes to hand. So what I'm doing at the moment, I've applied my gilding wax and then I'm just buffing it up, because once you buff it, it takes off any excess, and then I can I put that on my top and it's not going to come off. So you've got that beautiful, and then you can see that how it shines.
Oh yeah, that's incredible.
Look how it shines.
Look how it shines
for
you. I used to go to school with him.
Yes, you said that before.
Yeah,
It's
Chris Martin.
amazing.
Yeah, I can honestly say I played in the band with Chris Martin.
I just think that's like incredible.
I
Love
played the
that.
violin, he played the trumpet. True story, bro.
True story, Barol.
Yeah. Shame I'm not in the band he's in now, right?
Well, it's a shame you didn't keep in touch, can't
Shame I didn't keep in touch.
Yeah.
Could have been a roadie or something.
Do you think he'd remember you?
Yeah, I think he would. I could have played piano for him and he could have just got up front and done the lead singer thing. Because he plays guitar as well, doesn't he? I know
I think he's
Chris,
just... I think he's so sexy.
Chris Martin?
Oh, yes.
Is he actually?
Yes. Oh,
I did not know that.
He's so lovely.
What is it about him? His voice?
Oh,
or...
everything. Honestly, I think he's just amazing.
He's very softly spoken and he's a very sincere bloke, I think. When you hear him in interviews and stuff, he seems like a very caring chap.
Well, he don't go for old birds. He goes for younger models, doesn't he?
You're not an old bird. What are you talking about?
I am an old bird.
You're not an old bird. Well, listen to yourself.
Because he's so...
Johnny says, why are you attracted to him? Is it his $132 net worth? 132 million net
Well,
worth.
that could help, maybe.
Oh, dear.
Oh, he's lovely. To watch him before, I'd love to go and see him live. I haven't seen Coldplay.
I'll tap him up on Facebook. I'm friends with his brother on Facebook.
Are you? Oh my
Alexander,
God,
yeah.
Ben.
Yeah.
Oh.
He is in a band of his own, isn't he, I think, but not Coldplay.
Is he still with, who's the lady, the
Gwyneth?
Actress that he was
They
with?
split up ages
no,
ago, didn't
Gwyneth Paltrow. They had, what was that, the
conscious
words?
uncoupling.
Conscious uncoupling. No, he'd been with, she's Don Johnson and Griffin, Melanie Griffiths. That's their daughter.
Ah,
Dakota Johnson.
Dakota Johnson. That's who he's with now, is it?
That's who he was with, yeah.
Ah.
And she's quite young. She did the Naughty film, didn't she?
The Naughty film?
Yeah, the 50 Shades of Grey.
I ain't seen that. Too naughty for me.
Too naughty for you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Embarrassed watching Rudy Doody films.
Right, before I put that on, I've forgotten to pop my other bit on, so we're just going to move that to the side, like so. Who's 46?
Yeah, he's in the year above me at school. I was in the same class as his brother. He's from Exeter.
Why did I think you were younger, Ben?
Nadderwater he's from. That's exact. I'm 43. Well, I'm 44 in
Oh yeah, you are younger.
12 days' time.
So how did you go to school with him then, if he's older?
I can still go to school with someone who's older than me. Different year.
Yeah, sorry. Whenever I say I went to school with someone, it's because I'm in their year. I never heard someone say that.
Who's in the year above? I've got a pic. I'll show you a picture. Remind me after the show. I've got a picture of me and him in the school orchestra.
Life, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got all our pieces together. Let's just pop all these onto our card front. So just like so.
Beautiful. Keeping
that really nice white in the background. And then all I've done is I've used Sarah's signature collection, our Roaring 20s, because that's what this one reminded me of.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I thought it would go really well with this. So all I'm going to do is pop just a note up there. And then I've got some tape on there that we're going to pop onto here. And then all I've done to finish off, but you don't need me to see that, is I've just put some sequins on the side. So if I turn that round,
that's great.
There you go.
That's
so
my
another
favourite one
complete.
so far.
Okay. So there you go. And actually, if you bring both of those cards in that we've made, look how different they look. And that's just two varieties of what you can do. If you want something really pretty or you want something a bit more darker, the choice is yours. And you've got that with this. You've got the versatility with these dies.
Absolutely. For whoever you're sending them to, for whatever the occasion, they are brilliant, and it is all about the versatility once again with these. Take a look at all the dies you're going to get. The Showstopper, we are over 40% of the stock has gone. These do not officially launch for another 2 hours, so get in quick. Do not wait till launch. Don't wait until Sarah arrives, because these will be disappearing. I would suggest to you, if you like the look of these, if you love the versatility, if you love the designs, if you love the idea of that Showstopper getting an extra £54, $69 worth of content for £20 or $20, if you love that idea of having free shipping on the Showstopper, I would jump in and grab that now. Don't wait around. and then you can sit back and relax and enjoy the actual launch itself. Take all of the inspiration from this show with Debbie, take all of the inspiration you're going to get from Sarah later on, and sit back and relax knowing that you have got your Showstopper on its way to you, rather than joining that mad scrap that you know will ensue later on during the launch. Morning to Denise, who says, good morning, Ben, what a deal. Yes, get the Showstopper, grab it whilst you can. Charlotte Clark says, the Showstopper, too good to pass up. Absolutely, too good to pass up. And Rachel McWilliams saying, I can see snowflakes in that one. Definite Christmas vibes. That's the great thing about the designs here, again, in the fact that you're seeing different things, you're seeing different opportunities to be able to use these for all sorts of different occasions. Right, launch party later on. Just thought we'd quickly show you a few items from that show. The Out of This World deal. Deal. Oh, deal. Only till midnight tonight. You can get your Flora and wherever you are. You can get your Flora and Fauna Academy of Colour kit for £24 or $36. That is incredible. Best ever price we've seen that box for. You know the story about this right now, I'm sure. We did a huge section on the Academy of Colour yesterday. Maybe yesterday you picked the Academy of Colour, the original box up at that stunning price that we had, and then now you're thinking to yourself, well, actually, I want to get more of the bolt-on boxes. This is a great opportunity to get the Flora and Fauna. It's not the next one in line, because it's Portraits next, isn't it? I think it's the third or fourth one, but certainly definitely worth getting today if you haven't yet picked this up. And maybe you've already invested in the Academy of Colour. For that price today, it's worth it just to get repeat to the pens. Maybe you want to get somebody you know with into the Academy of Colour. It is worth doing at that price today. And again, you'll get all of these pens included in there, so you get another 3 of your Duo Aquas. You get another 6 of your alcohol markers in there too, and then on top of that you've got more of those stamps in there as well. More cardstock, of course, both watercolour and your alcohol cardstock in there too. All of those stamps are the stamps that Leanne will be using within her demos. You get your panel to pop into your divider, into your folder, of course, as well, and as I've mentioned, all of that card stock in there too, and not to mention all of the digital content that comes with the Academy of Colour as well. We chatted about it at length yesterday. That is an incredible price. You will understand why we can only hold that price up until midnight tonight, because that is an absolute steal. £24, $36. Get it into your basket. Use the fact that you've obviously got your free shipping on your Showstopper as well. We are super duper busy for that. That's the Out of This World deal on launch party later on. Also on the show later, we've got an Explorer kit, and this is an equally brilliant deal. The Explorer kit brings you not 1, not 2. Is that the right price? For 3 Discovery. You're going to get 3 Discovery kits for $23.98 or $31.98 if you're platinum. These are normally $14.99 each or $19.99. What a buy. And I'm not being funny, but you are going to get 3 of the very best here. You've got the blended mandalas, learning from the great man himself, Baz Fernell. He's one of the first people I ever met when I arrived here at Crafters TV, one of the first shows that I ever did. In the little studio, there was Baz, and I was blown away by what he could achieve with the, well, like you're going to get in here, your tri-blend, your markers, your art liners, and then all of your practice papers in there too. You get the instruction from Baz included. So in this one, you've got your 3 tri-blend markers. You're going to get also in there your marker paper. You're going to get 2 of your art liners, I should say, and then your how-to booklet as well. On top of that, you'll get your creative colouring set, again with your instructions by Cara Aldridge. This one, actually, do you know what? It's a lovely collection because in there, you've got, in the blended mandalas, you've got a selection of your tri-blends to try. In this one here, you've got a selection of your classiques to try. So the dual-ended alcohol markers with the fine nib and that chisel nib. You'll get another of the art liners in there too, plus your practice papers and the instructions from Cara. And then, this is the most popular one that we sell, the Manga and Comic Discovery Kit. Again, with details and illustrations from Nicola Yao. And then look, flip this one around. You also get classics and illustrators in here. So across the 3 kits, you're going to get tri-blends, you're going to get illustrators, you're going to get classics, art liners, all of your practice papers in there too, and your how-to guide. What a great way to stock up on your selection of Spectrum Noir pens. What a great way as well to buy some gift ideas for people. Great stocking fillers, great birthday ideas. Maybe you've already used these and you want to get the kids and grandkids in on the action. That is a huge buy tonight. Once again though, only available up until midnight. $23.98 or $31.98 if you're a platinum member. I'll show you those more later on Launch Party. Also on Launch Party, the return of the cut-in and cut-out dies, the complete collection. 15% you're going to be saving here. So we've held the launch price for you here. Platinum price is £28 or $36. And the great thing about these, as we've said, whether you are using the dies to create that beautiful cut-in effect, or you want the actual cut-out effect, the panel, if you like, to be able to place elsewhere on a project, then you've got the ability to be able to do that one too. That's a little birdie, and a little birdie tells me that a lot of you really enjoyed watching back this week's wrap-up with the Cockatiel Gate, and it was this little die here that started the whole conversation. That's so funny. So I'm just thinking about it now. Craig getting his cockatoos mixed up with his cockatiels. Also in here, you're going to get that. It was Timmy. Did you know that?
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So funny.
Whack-a-day.
Yeah. He used to fly around, didn't he, and land on his big glasses and
I mean,
stuff.
he was ridiculous, actually. When you look back, how we used to love him, I don't know.
Do you remember the mallet he had?
Yes.
And do you remember the little one he had, Pinky Punky? I've got a replica Pinky Punky at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow's polka dot bikini, sung that as well, didn't we? That's what she wore
the first time today. Oh, yeah.
And itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the...
Gary Barlow's wife is in the video for Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny. I did not know that.
Was she in a yellow polka dot bikini by any chance?
He's a fountain of useless knowledge sometimes, John, isn't he? Where did that come from? Wow. One of those Channel 5 shows late at night. Is it before they were famous or something? Yeah, exactly. That was... I think I actually bought that song on cassette as well, sad to say. As well,
yeah,
at the time.
I think I had it too.
Timmy Mallet was so popular. This is my favourite in this set, the Splendid Sunflower. I mean, as much as it looks beautiful cut in, I think that looks gorgeous cut out. Plenty of opportunity there to colour, do a bit of paper piecing with. You've got roses in here too, the Regal Rose. You've got the beautiful Butterfly Meadow, a bit more scenic, that one. And then you've got the swans. I mean, so many of you absolutely loved these when we had them launched just last week. And then last in this set is the Mystical Meadow, which we launched as a UK TV exclusive, didn't we, last week? So that is included within the bundle. All of those allowing you to create really cute toppers, cute panels, if you like, for projects, and also to cut straight into your cardstock as well. So lots of ways to be able to use those. And if you missed them, we're going to have a look at them now with Debbie, who has got my favourite in front of her, the sunflowers.
I know, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. I love these dies. We've all loved these dies. You've loved those dies. And I love the price on these. To get all of this in the collection for £35, $45 is amazing, isn't it? I love this one. It's a great one to have where you can use it on the sides of your dies, cut them out, have them as that cut-out detail, but also that cutting them in. I love this one. I watched our Corinne make this card, and I just think it's beautiful. You can see cutting them in onto the sides of your card and then matte and layer them on top. I think they're just amazing. So many different ways that you can use them, so many fun ways to use them as well, and with whatever colouring medium that you've got in your stash, because if you just want to cut them in, colour them in with your alcohol pens or your water markers maybe, you're just going to get just beautiful results every single time. Using stencils around, look at that one, that's so pretty, that card, love that one. And then I love this little box with the swans, just that little topper on the top. Sliding topper looks absolutely beautiful.
You'd expect something very expensive in that box, wouldn't you, with those swans on it?
You would expect something very expensive. I don't think there's anything in there, though. No, no, nothing in there. Nothing in there. Who did that? Shall we out them? So Lisa West, beautiful sample.
Yes.
Missing chocolates, I think.
Next time, Lisa.
Next time, Lisa. But yeah, absolutely stunning. Let me make sure I put them back in the right place. So I'm going to be using the Regal Rose. Okay. I love it. Well, I love all of them. I don't think there's one in this collection that I don't love, and I think this rose is absolutely stunning. Now what I've done is I've just made a few extra pieces here, so let me pop that to the side, take our die off of there, the carrier sheet, and then pop that on there. Right, we've got our cutting out die, so both of these work together, so you pop those into each other, you can cut the whole thing out, or you can cut one or the other. So what I want to do, I've got a piece of card, I've done my cardstock, so I've got my 6x6 card blank, I've just mat and layered some papers already on there, and I've cut an aperture out just using my nesting dies at home, so just a square nesting die. If you haven't got a square nesting die, you can always measure it out and just cut it with your craft knife and your ruler. I'm then going to create a little shaker card element, so I've got two pieces of acetate that you can see there, and I'm going to be creative with that underneath. So what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to create my shaker card piece, and the reason being, I normally leave this, but then I lose the acetate then. So I actually thought, let's not lose the acetate, let's make the shaker card bit first, because I am doing an invisible shaker card element where I'm making an actual pouch. Okay. So all I'm going to do is use my foam, so my foam on a roll.
Foam on a roll.
Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey! Yes. Thank you, Ben. Do you know who loves that song?
Who?
Becky. Becky Swan.
Swan?
She loves it.
Does she actually?
Yeah, when Becky's presenting with me, when she presents, she makes sure it comes into every show.
Well, that's good to know that we've got some people still carrying on, because most now, other than you, really, we don't really sing along. People have moved on from it. 2.0, not so bad. Foam on a roll. Do, 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 do.
Foam on a roll. Do, 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 do. Foam on a roll. Do, 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 do. Foam on a roll. Because I still can't quite nail that one.
It's the foam on a roll.
Foam on a roll.
There you go, nailed it.
Right, now I'm just measuring this because I'm now going to come in just a little bit more, which I should have done to start with. And all that means, actually, I need to do it on one part. So let's just do an extra piece on the bottom. Now, the reason I'm doing that, it just means that my sequins that I'm going to put in there won't get lost. So, and also...
Did you know that story? Johnny's just
No, what's that?
So Johnny was saying, you'd have to remind me, if it's you that said this, somebody messaged in to say that they were in a shop in America. It wasn't even a craft shop, I think it was like a grocery store, and then the Foam on a Roll song just came into their head, so they started like whistling it or singing it, and they started singing in it, and then in the aisle next to them, someone else heard the song and started singing it with them.
Oh, that's so funny.
That is great, isn't it?
It's just brilliant.
Worldwide fame on the Foam on a Roll song.
Love it, love it, love it. Right, so, let's take my backing off. That's one thing I always try to do.
Susie T, not a fan of the Halloween is Coming song, apparently. I think I prefer that to Foam on a Roll. When Craig sings it, it just makes me laugh, the way he says it. I can't do his funny little voice. I can't do his voice.
Zena on Hobbymaker was trying to make me sing Foam on a Roll.
What, on Hobbymaker? Mm. Seriously?
Yeah.
It's got over to Hobbymaker as well?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, she said, what are you using there, Debbie? I said, foam. Yeah, she said, but what is it? I was like, it's foam. She said, foam on what? I said, home on a roll.
And did you do it?
I said, we sing it. And she said, yeah, I know, so I had to sing it, yes.
Yes, Debbie! Yes to that! This is brilliant.
That's funny, isn't it?
I love that.
Right,
TV.
so there we go. We've made our shake apart element. Now, the reason I did what I just did will all become clear in a second, because this is going to go on the inside of our card. So this will be our shake apart element. But what we're also going to do, we're going to cut our piece of cardstock. So we've got this one on here, and we're going to cut our die through the centre there.
Yes.
So I just wanted to make sure, that's why I was using my outside die to use in there, so we know that we'll get the sequins in the bottom. So let's pop that to the side, and then we're going to bring this part in. So I don't want to use that one, I want to do the cutting in part. So I'm making sure that we've got this one, I'm going to use this at an angle about there, and then we're going to use this one to cut in. So I'm just using that to position on the top there, just like so, so roughly about there, and then we're going to die cut that in. So let me grab some light low-tack tape. Now, I'm not worried if this sort of rips off at all, because we're going to be covering around that area. Okay. And actually, let me bring in my smaller plates. That will go through a lot quicker. So pop that in there and on top, and then run that through your Gemini. Now, I think most of these dies will go through a Gemini Mini, which is good. So if you've only got a small die cutting machine, these are going to be ideal for you. Obviously, if you want to do more constructive sort of makes, then you'd need a bigger machine. So just take that one off. Just take those pieces out. There we go. And then I'm going to die cut the whole thing out. So I'm just making sure all my pieces are out. Pop that in, that one around there. And then again, just hold that one down as well. So right into place.
Susie T says, not really here, but I had to get my order in. I'm so in love with the new border creator card dies. Can't wait to get them. And Debbie, your cards this morning have been beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Susie. I think it's really easy to make beautiful cards when you have such lovely dies. And I love that when you get them, you'll have your own take on them and what you want to do with them. And then that's when we start to see all the sorts of makes that you do. And I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's just get this one.
Smash!
There we go. Gets them out quickly. Never used to be able to do that years ago.
What?
Well, we'd get really told off for doing that years ago. Like, never smoked.
But do you not get told off now?
Well, no one really says it anymore. No one tells. Well, I probably would get told off, yeah, if someone spotted me on the spot. I think Leanne forgets by the time I see her next, so it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Right, now, what I want to do here is I want to create an aperture into this part. So I want to take my card, we're going to pop that down, and all I'm going to do is where that is on the back, I'm going to hold that into position, just like so, and then I'm going to turn that round and then place that right sort of central into my part there, just like so. Now, because then my die is in place, I'm then going to just take that one down. So what that's doing, that's creating an aperture in my card. So let me just bring that in, place that on there, and run that one through. So what will happen with that one, we've got this for the front of our card. I've already, in fact, I'll switch that out just for this one, because then your aperture will create your piece of card around the top, just like so. And
of course, you'll still have that mat to use at a further point, won't you, if you want to use it?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. And then this one, we're going to use for the inside of our card. So it's slightly offset because I forgot to switch it out for the one I was using. But we're going to pop that in there like so. Now you could put a sentiment in there if you wanted, but then slightly offset, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. This will go at the front, and then once we put our sequins in, you'll be able to see your sequins through there. I don't know why, but I'm missing a piece of card, which is why I did that like so. But it's absolutely fine. Or what you could do, and actually actually what I might do, I think that will look better because I didn't line it up, is let me just grab a ruler and a knife and we'll just gut out the inside. So I'm just going to come round. Let's do, just making sure we've got enough space to do that. There we go, we'll do 4 all the way round. And actually what this will do, will create a nice frame for our inside of our card.
Okay.
So just bring that round.
Loads of chat still about the brand new launch coming through. Denise just saying, oh, on the kits, the Discovery kit, says, what a great deal. I've picked those up for my grandkids. So far I have 10 grandkids and one on the way in August, Denise says.
10.
That'll keep them quiet for a bit,
How
won't it?
amazing. Oh, I bet you love it. I love being a nanny. It's like one of my favourite things in the world.
I think you always say that. It's a different kind of love, isn't it?
It is a different kind of love. You just, yeah, you love them, you know, your love's not more. A lot of people, I remember saying to me, like, you love them more, but I don't think you do. I think you just love them differently. I always look at it because I have all the fun and none of the responsibility.
Well, that's it. You can love them, you can play with them, you can cuddle them, and then hand them back, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've got mine for a whole week. I've got my granddaughters for.
What?
And I literally can't wait. I'm looking after them for a whole week.
When's that?
And the dog, Doug.
Dog Doug.
There we go, that's better. It's the end of July, I think it is.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so I can't wait. It'd just be so lovely to
Don't
have
forget, you've got
them
my
all.
dogs and my kids as well.
Oh yeah, we
middle
can
of August
squeeze
for
that
2
in.
weeks.
Yeah, but I can work as well while I'm looking after them. But yeah, honestly, I mean that, Ben. If you're going away,
that's very kind of you. Might see if I can get a last-minute deal.
I mean, George might not talk to me, but
Don't talk to anyone. Don't talk to me.
that's what I mean. There we go, that's better. So we've created the white panel, but it's really nice on the inside. And then let's pop these ones onto the front and bring this one in. So just using that to go all the way round. Daisy's been doing well with her horse riding.
So I'm super duper proud.
Proud daddy, absolutely.
Well, because at the back end of last season, her horse Bella was like refusing jumps and stuff, and Daisy was thinking it was her fault. And what they didn't realise until after the season had finished is that the horse had a bit of a problem with its leg.
Right.
And that's the reason she didn't want to jump, you see. So Daisy got in a bit of a state. Every show we went to, she was getting quite upset because she was going out and the horse was stopping and, you know, she couldn't get it to go again. But then over the winter, the vet came out and they treated her, and now she's back sort of full of beans again, and the partnership is working really nicely. She's done 2 shows recently. She got a second and I think a 5th last weekend, and then this weekend she went to it was like a bigger show, and normally there's about 10 or 12 people in each of her competitions, and there was 28 people in both of her competitions.
Wow.
And she just missed out on a rosette in the first competition, but in the second one with like the higher fences, she came 5th out of 28, and she got a rosette
That's
again.
amazing.
Do you know what? It sounds silly, doesn't it? But I get so proud. And I got a bit teary when she was like, because they do a little lap of honour and they hold the rosettes up and stuff. And
Absolutely.
I was proper getting choked up. She's so good.
Yeah, that's
so
amazing.
There's some good little riders at her age as well, I tell you what. So the problem is now, you see, now she's getting so good. She's like, oh, can I? Because we loan a horse. We pay £15 a week basically to have sort of access to this pony. But now she's saying, oh, can I not just get my own pony? So, do you know how much they cost? No, I get your hobby horse. Yeah, you can have a clothes horse, says Johnny.
Did you watch the Grand National at all at the weekend?
I watched a little bit of it. I know. Some people not kind of for it, others enjoy it, but yeah,
absolutely,
did see a little bit of that.
Well, I see it more because of the protesters as well, wasn't it? So you sort of see everyone's side, don't you? But actually, horses are very well looked after, aren't they?
I think I think generally. But yeah, my big horse thing at the weekend was seeing Daisy.
Absolutely.
It was so good. It's so
Yeah,
good.
she
But
did
like Johnny
really
said, you know, I love the fact that she's got a hobby. I love the fact that she's, you know, because she every weekend and she does it. Like she does all the mucking out. She does all the looking after. Because I was big on that. So if you're going to get into horses and doing all that, you can't just turn up and ride. You've got to do all the upkeep. But like producer Johnny said, her and my wife, because my wife's obviously horsey, just, you know, she could have chosen a cheaper hobby, really, couldn't she?
Well, actually, you got him made, haven't you, really, with helping out?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
it
the only
works
problem.
out well.
She's getting to the point now where she's getting to the point where she's getting a little bit big now for Bella, so that they're looking at other options.
Yeah, just ask if they could buy another horse for her.
Yeah. Anyone got a horse?
You can still offer to look after her.
Yeah, get in touch, let me know.
Right, now you can see this all sort of blends in a little bit. So what I've done is I've cut that black one out, and then we can pop that black one back in. But I'm going to leave a slight white shadow in there, just so it pops a little bit more. So let's use our piece of card we had earlier and our dotty tape pen. Now, I know I keep using the dotty tape pen and we haven't got them in yet, but if you haven't got dotty tape pens or you've run out, you could always use your adhesive sheets. We do them on the website. Die cut them into whatever you die cut, and then you can make everything into a sticker. So there are some good ones there. So we're just going to slightly layer that in. Just going to make sure I'm going to rub that down with my scoring tool, like so. And then all I've got somewhere, here we go, I've got my hello.
Hello.
So we're just going to pop that onto there.
Incredible.
And a white one to go over the top, just to bring in just that slight bit of black, because we've used that in the centre. And then we've just got a bow to pop on the bottom. So let's do that one, pop that onto there, and there we go. So we've got our little shaker card element.
So cute, really, really lovely card. And I love the fact there, with the way that Debbie was using that die, you've seen lots of different ways that you can use individually, use together, create lots of different effects with it. Good morning, says Candy. I've just woken up. What did I miss? Well, you've missed the launch of a brand new Showstopper, which we'll show you very shortly. Sandra says, Ben, I'm wondering, do you really want to go on holiday without George and Daisy? No, of course, I'd always take them. I wouldn't ever want to go on holiday without the kids. The only problem is this year, and it's genuine, like we can't afford to go away because it's so expensive to take the kids on holiday. So we'll give it a miss, I think, this year, unless Debbie really does want to look after them. Johnny says you can have my two as well, and me and Johnny can go on holiday together. There you go.
I'll do it. I love it.
Debbie Daycare. Gail says, well done, Daisy. Thank you, Gail. I'll pass that on to Daisy later. Charlotte says, we used to have a cob and a thoroughbred. It's not the initial cost of buying, but the upkeep. Very expensive. And Violet Hastings says, I really enjoy hearing the family side of life from the Crafters Companion team. Children and grandchildren grow up so quickly. They really, really do. Can't believe it's my George's birthday tomorrow. 15. I don't know where that time has gone.
15?
15.
How did Daisy get to 15?
No, George.
Oh, George.
George is 15.
Oh,
yeah.
I was thinking Daisy can't be 15.
But
George, of course.
Daisy's
George
12 this year.
Daisy's 12. Oh, my goodness. I don't know where the time goes. My Ruby's 8 now. I'm thinking...
8?
8. Yes. I've got an 8-year-old granddaughter, yeah. My little Ava's going to be 4 next month, yeah, in May. It's crazy, crazy.
You know, 15, and I'm only 35 this year. You wait, Johnny, until you say it's you're Leo. How old Leo now? 8? Oh, 9. Yeah, it's like you said. It's like having a little bloke in the house. You wait till they get grown. My George is there on me now. I'm like that. It's time for bed. I think you better.
Is George taller than you?
We're about on a par now. It's like, bedtime. What did you say? Oh, you got bed whenever you want, mate. It's fine. Just letting you know, mate.
As he walks away. Go on, yeah, you get up there.
Yeah, you go away. Go away, old man. All right. Yeah, he's a big lad. He's tall. He's like a beam. The thing with George is he eats so much, but he is so skinny. He does the least activity out of our whole family, and he probably eats the most, but he's the skinniest kid you'll ever wish to see. Anyway, catches up with us all eventually, doesn't it? That's what I tell him. Oh yeah, he's coming in here for work experience. Did you know that in July?
Yes, I did know,
It's all
yeah.
been accepted.
Oh,
Mid-July.
I'll bring him out of his shell.
Yeah, I'm just going to tag him around with you for the week. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Oh dear. Oh, I don't know if actually it was a good decision to get him to come into
We
work.
could tell him all his daddy's secrets in work.
It'll be character building, if nothing else. Anyway, just going to quickly show you the designs of your statement cut in and out dies. So you're going to get your little birdie, the cockatoo, cockatiel. You've got your beautiful butterfly dies in here too. This is gorgeous as well. That sunflower is incredible. And don't forget, with all of these, you get your inner detail die and the outer die as well. So as Debbie was showing you in that last demonstration, you've got lots and lots of different ways to be able to create beautiful projects with all of these. And it's an incredible price. We've held the launch price on that for you, so £28, $36 if you're platinum. It's a 15% saving, less your club inspired discount on top of that. Right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will update you stock levels on the brand new Showstopper, the amazing new dies. If you've not yet seen them, we'll go through all of those, squeeze in one more demo, then it'll be time to do the vote, and then, well, that'll be it. You need to be in, though, very, very quickly on these dies. I'm telling you, by the time launch comes around, we could be approaching sort of 60, 70, 80% of the stock gone. So if you love them, grab them now, and we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You didn't.
It was
have
better
it.
than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
My dad was a printer, which was the old, the old Letraset printer, the type, the old printer's type. So he used to bring home offcuts of card. And so I always had paper and card around me from as long as I can remember. He would donate bits of offcuts to the school I went to, and so it was always accessible. My mum and dad bought me colouring products, art products, and good quality art products, like adult quality art products. So I found I could draw from a really early age. So really between that and crafting, it's just been punctuating all through my life. I think you can get inspiration from anywhere. It's hard, there's never one source. It's from anywhere. It could be a crafting person, it could be a non-crafting person. It inspires me in different aspects. It could be art, inspiration from artists, inspiration from crafters, or inspiration on just inspiring people. It's all about the viewers. If it wasn't for the viewers, then there is no purpose in what am I doing it for? It's not about me, what I can do, it's about what I can inspire the viewers to do. And if I'm not inspiring them, then I'm not doing my job. So it's all about the viewers, and it's all and keeping them interested, fired up to give new things a try, and mostly any blocks, anything that holds someone back is more confidence than ability. That's what I've found. So if I can inspire people and give them that little bit of confidence to give them the nudge, fantastic. I think the biggest achievement is keep doing what I'm doing for so long now. I remember, you know, when I first started, you know, everything's new. It can just, you know, maybe the enthusiasm and the love for what you do might wane, but it hasn't. You know, here I am, as I said, 18 years further down the line, professionally crafting, and I think that's my greatest achievement, is that I'm still loving it, doing it, enjoying it, and the feedback's been incredible from, you know, from the crafters, and that's what I'm doing it for. So that, I think, is my greatest achievement, and the feedback I'm still getting. Not many people know this, but I'm going to share this now. Is when I lived in America and I was 19, my eyelashes turned white. So this is still my hair colour. Oh, I'm getting on a bit now, but it's just my natural hair colour, dark hair colour, white eyelashes. I look like, you know, the John Wyndham, you know, the Midwich Cuckoos. I look like one of those little alien people with me if I don't wear mascara. Underneath this, lily white eyelashes. Go figure. I did worry for a while I was going to turn white, you know, emanating out from my eyes, which would have looked very strange to try and disguise for a bit.
Lovely Sheena is back on the team. She's back tomorrow. It's a Sheena day, and it's you, Debbie, isn't it?
I can't, you know what, I'm so excited. I haven't seen Sheena for such a long time, and I literally cannot wait. I'm working the whole day with her. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Do you know what, I said it last week, because so I knew Sheena, not as well as I know some other people within craft, so I'd done a few shows with her previous to here, and I remember how good she was, and I knew, you know, of her reputation of being an amazing crafter. Last week, I can honestly say most of the shows I was like this.
Absolutely.
Some of the techniques
she's incredible. She's so incredible. She is a master at what she does, and she is just has you captured like that to watch. So I literally cannot wait, and hopefully we'll have some stories. I've spent a lot of time with Sheena in the past. One story, I'm going to see if she remembers, we went to Sweden together, and we have never laughed so much in our whole lives as we did this particular night. They got us involved in these games, and I can't remember the name of somebody, but there's a lot to talk about, so tune in tomorrow. It'll be really funny, yeah.
And some items she's going to be bringing in as well, which won't have been seen before here on Crafters TV, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yes, it is something. It's some of her new stuff. And I am just beyond excited. I'm going to try and rein it in a little bit. I'm going to try and be a little bit more calmer tomorrow as I'm presenting. We'll see.
It's going to be an amazing day. If you loved Sheena last week, wait till you see this week. And if you missed Sheena last week, for goodness sake, tune in tomorrow and see what all the fuss is about. Right, let's go back quickly to the Deep Border Creator Card Dies. Brand new launch, the Showstopper. We do not launch this for another hour and 20 minutes. Almost half the stock has already gone. Come on, you need to jump in and grab this as quickly as you can. Sarah is going to come in expecting there to be loads of stock left for her to play along with. We're almost half of it gone already. Now, the dies that you're going to get with this, I'll show you quickly, and then I'll explain the Showstopper. So you've got these beautiful, amazing Deep Border Creator Card dies that, in essence, allow you to create all of this gorgeous effect. Using them all together, you get the outer frame, you get the inner detailing in here as well, that creator card effect. But as you've seen, lots of different ways to be able to use this. If you just want to use that inner detailing, you can. If you want to take the frame and use that superfluous to the die that you've got inside, you can. If you want to mix and match the outer frames with the other creator card dies that you've got in this collection, you can. There is just so much to love about these, and particularly for any of you new crafters who've been watching recently, these are absolutely going to be brilliant for you to create stunning Easy cards, very, very quickly indeed. And as you'll have seen, if you've been watching since the start, I think that one is my fave, the Moroccan tiles. If you've been watching since the start, you can create cards so quickly, so swiftly, just by, you know, again, running these through, cutting these, adding a bit of ink, adding a sentiment, adding a little embellishment. You know, 15, 20-minute makes, really, really looking at absolute business. English heritage, I know you guys have been loving too. You can go on these individually, but if you go for the Showstopper bundle, you get all of the dies just there, and then you get on top of that all of these other goodies too. So you'll get your set of gilding flakes. This is the cosmic set, so you get Outer Space, Blue Moon, and your Starlight. You'll get a set of aqua pens included as well, so the essentials colours are included, and then on top of that, you will get your 12 by 12 luxury mixed cardstock, which is linen cardstock, and then that pearlised effect cardstock in there too. It's 24 sheets. If you were to buy those 3 items individually, if you were to put those into your basket individually, it would set you back £54 or $69. If you go for the Showstopper, you're actually only paying an extra £20 or dollars, which is incredible. And the other amazing thing is, if you're a platinum member, you're £80 or $96, and if you're shopping in the States, it is free shipping on this bundle. There's so many reasons to love this, so many reasons to buy. We are almost half the stock gone. Let us squeeze in one more quick demo before we get your vote on the demo of the show. But Debbie, safe to say, these have been a winner so far.
Absolutely, and I'm not surprised, although I am surprised considering how much stock we had at how much is depleted. I mean, that's amazing. Right, now, I know I haven't got too much time, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut one out, but this one, so I've took my two, I've got my Contemporary Blossom. I love this one, you know I'm a flower girl, so this one is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to use it with my frame and that one, so when that's cut out, that's going to create that beautiful frame. So that's our first one done, and then I'm going to cut this one out as well. So now if you do have some, I'm trying to think what it's called now, hold and release sheets.
Oh yeah.
This would be perfect for this one, but you don't really need it, only because all your outside cutting edge, they're all the same. So you haven't got a paper piece. I'm going to do some paper piece in, but you haven't got to do it where you don't know where it's going to go, because they are all the same. And actually, a lot of them have stayed in the same place here. They'll all just pop out, you can see. Now, pop that to the side. Got this one here, and then we've got our outside cutting piece. So what we're going to do with this to start with is I'm going to do it just on a piece of card. So let me use this one because I have got already one finished. So what you would do is take this and your glue. So let me just grab that one. And then we're just going to, all these edges, I'm just going to tape down.
Yep.
So, like so. And we're going to pop that down, not use that one, don't want to use my dots when they're not needed. And then we're going to pop that onto our piece of card. So ideally, you want to put this on the front of your card. So we're just going to pop that down like so. And then all I'm going to do is take my little glue bottle. So pop that. Oh, we've got a bent pin.
Oh dear.
Oh, what's happened there? I don't know if that's going to work now because the pin. Yeah. Oh no, it has. Oh, it has. All we're going to do is put a little dot in each one of these. Just need to do a few so you can see. I don't know what's happened to that pin. We need another pin, I think. There we go. And then once you've done that, we're then just going to literally take these little pieces, and because they're all the same shape, so it is just a case of just popping them down. You can do these quite a few at a time. Just take some of these.
Oh, cute.
And then all I'm going to do is you just then push them into shape.
Are you going to do them all?
Shape. No, I'm not going to do them all. We'll be here all day.
We've only got 15 minutes left.
So literally just popping them in, push those there. We've just got one more there. Let's pop that one in. Just make sure they're all in. And look at how quickly that all comes together. That last one, just pop that in. There we go. And then you get that sort of effect. Now, what I did do is, let me just take this one. With this one, I put a little piece of tape all the way round, and I've just left one there, which I'm going to pop that one Just take one of those. So all I used was my a piece of sellotape round the edges to put down, and then just cut round those. That way you can get them all in. But I just wanted you to show you how easy it is to paper piece those pieces back in. So we've got all those pieces, and then all I've done is I've used our straw bowl. I did use our little finger daubers because I thought I was going to be using them today, but they're not in. All you're going to do is just go round that edge just to use that framing of straw bowl all around there. So, but look how pretty that frame now is. Right, another confetti bits. Look, these pieces, yeah, which would be amazing. Now, this one, we're going to bring in our piece of card. Let me bring in the back of that one. And we're going to do some colouring. So I'm just going to be using my, sorry, not aqua pens, my tri-blend pens. Yep. And we're just bringing in these colours. So I've just got my Pale Pink. So let's start off, do it this way. Just going to start off with this one. Now, if you wanted to, you could use, actually, I wanted a darker piece of card. Let me just grab a black piece of card. Just a little tip. When you're colouring white, you'll be able to see where you've gone if you bring in another piece of darker card, where you can see that you've coloured all your white pieces. Where if you're colouring onto white, you wouldn't be able to see that you're colouring, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So just bringing those round. Now, if you wanted to, you could use either washi tape or your low tack tape. Okay. Just to go across there, but I'm not worrying too much because, but if you didn't think you could draw like that straight line going round, you can always use some washi tape around the edge or your low tack tape to get a really straight border. Yeah. So just colouring those ones in. And again, just because we are doing sort of colouring onto a die cut doesn't mean you can't use that ombre effect and use your different colours. So just pop a bit on there. And then let's just do a little bit of green off of there, just so you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Like so. So all you're going to do is continue to build up your colour with your pens. And then again, use your straw bowl, just go round the edges. So it's just a case of lightening those edges like so. And then that will all tie in with your lightened edges around there.
Oh, pretty.
And then when you've done it, this is the effect you're going to get.
Oh, wow, incredible.
I know, and sorry we didn't colour a lot of that in, but it shows you how quick you can do from colouring all those in. So there's my pink one up the top there. Yeah. Edging it, I've just put a few gems already on there, shot across the table there. And then I've just done a happy birthday, and again, I've just tied that in with using our Centura pearl in our fuchsia, using that straw bowl around the edges, just making it into a really cheerful, colourful card.
And again, I know you've sped through that, but very, very achievable.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. And that's the thing with these, it doesn't matter what your level is, what your medium of colour is, whether it be your watercolours, whether it be your alcohol markers, whether it be your ink pads. And actually, when we were showing the pigment ink pads, I was thinking to myself, why on earth did I not colour one? I might do that later on if we've got any stock left. If you use washi tape and then use your pigments on the inside, you could then heat emboss it and have a panelled effect on the inside, which would just be amazing. So I might try that later if there are any left.
Good question from Lynn as well.
Yeah.
I love the fact you ask so many questions, and they're always good ones. She says, if you can't get gems or dewdrops, could you use glossy highlights or hot glue to make little accents and colour them in? So could you add colour to your glossy highlights?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would recommend glossy highlights more than your hot glue. Yeah. Only because you get stringy glue off of your hot glue. Your glossy highlights, you literally get a really nice little dollop of glossy highlights. Yeah. Add some glitter to that as well, and you've got a glittered gem. Yeah. But leave that, don't shake your glitter off. No. So once you put that little drop on, add some glitter and then leave it to completely set and then wipe your glitter off.
I'll tell you what, and we mentioned her name again, if you want to see some incredible things that you could do with glossy highlights that you didn't think you could do, go back and watch Sheena's show last week, painting with glossy highlights last
Was she?
Yes, she was.
No. I missed it.
Yeah, adding different colours and using it straight onto the brush. Obviously warning you straight after to make sure you cleaned your brushes very quickly after you used
I
them.
never knew that.
No, and that was one of the demos where me and Johnny were like, "You're going to do what?"
Wow,
Incredible.
that's amazing.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. So we're just going to pop that. Just going to check that I've got that straight. Yes. And there we go. So I know I've run through that quite quickly, but there we go. Let's pop that one onto there.
Very pretty. Linda Borchert says, good morning from Wisconsin. I was only going to pick one from this new release, but I've watched this and I had to go for the Showstopper. It makes sense, honestly. If budget allows today, the fact that you're getting that such a great deal and you're getting all of those added extras in there too, and then you get free shipping in the US, incredible, incredible deal right there. We'll go through a few more of your comments and a few more deals in just a second, but let's get the vote going. A couple of minutes for you to vote on your favourite card, of which there are 4.
Yes, 4 in Wake Up Call, which is amazing and also pretty. All quite similar. They're all very me, aren't they?
They are.
But there we go. We've got our first one, which is number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4.
See, 2 really appeals to me because I love the colours and I love the Roaring 20.
Yeah.
I have a feeling 4 might win.
Yeah, I like all of them, but 1 or 4. I love number 1. I think that was really pretty. But the choice is yours.
Or it could be 2, or it might even be 3. It won't be 5.
It will be 1, 2, or 3,
It will.
or 4.
You've got you've got about 2 minutes to get your vote in on that. Marnie just saying, such a beautiful card, that last one. She says, I love it. And Pamela says, I'm inspired. I was going to do something else today in my room, but I love to see Debbie colour. Her and Lily are so inspirational. Right, quickly look at the designs that you're going to get once again. Remember, if you just want to go for the dies on their own, you can do. We've got the details up for the Showstopper where you get the extra markers, you get the gilding flakes, and you get the card stock for an extra $20 instead of paying 54 or 69. If you just want the dies on their own, there's the detail for you just there. So £64 or $80 if you're platinum. It's entirely up to you, wherever your budget lies, however you want to shop. You might not want to go for either of the bundles. You might just want to get a couple of the dies on their own. You can do that as well. All the details and all of the deals there are for you on the website. But look, all of the different designs that you're going to get here. This one's, I think, actually fast becoming one of my favourites, that garden lattice. Again, so much detail on the inner part, so much detail on that frame, and like we said, you know what, that deep border giving you like edge to edge, top to bottom detail when you're making cards with these. Very, very quick and easy to create. Stunning cards. This one, again, I know a lot of you will probably be thinking the same, perfect for adding more of your ribbons to, creating ribbon threading effects. And once again, you know, whether you're using that on the portrait or the landscape, still going to look absolutely brilliant. Lots of detail in a couple of these as well. So this one's that Baroque frame. Again, interesting that a few of you chatting about the different things that you're seeing in the designs with these, but you know, whether you're using that as a portrait, using that on the landscape, how lovely again that you've got that detailed frame on the outside. Mix and match these around too. If you decide that there's a particular frame that, you know, maybe you want to use a different frame with the stylish swirls here, you think, oh, I actually quite like, you know, the one that you get with the Baroque frame. Switch these around, change them around, and create the look that you want to create with them. Totally customizable, totally brilliant to work with. This is my favourite, that Moroccan tile. Very spiders webby, go that way, like Johnny was saying, maybe looks a little bit like the sunrise. But again, you know, think about the fact if you are going for the Showstopper, you're going to get some of your beautiful luxury gilding flakes in there as well. Think how beautiful that would look with some gilding flakes applied. Debbie was showing you earlier on, applying some of your gilding wax on there would look absolutely beautiful, cut into your darker card stock. This is beautiful as well, the contemporary blossom from that last little project. Again, how cute was that, just to be able to cut that out, colour some of the elements in, you know, do some paper piecing around the outside as well with the little bits of confetti that will come cut out of that. Incredible. And then lastly in this set is that beautiful English heritage. Once again, so much detail, so easy to use and very, very easy to craft with. £80, $96 is the price for the Showstopper. We are at half the stock of the Showstopper gone. The vote is in. I knew it. I called it. I called it. 4.
That one, last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, very pretty. Thank you
Oh,
very
jinx.
much.
Jinx. Tonight's going to be interesting because it's Debbie versus Sarah versus Debbie.
Oh.
Because you're off the middle show now, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Not back in until this evening now.
What are you going to be doing? Dreaming about Bali?
Well, I'm going to, absolutely. That doesn't come off. Telling everyone about Bali, yes. Have I told you about my holiday recently?
You got a holiday?
Did I tell you?
I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I'm sorry. I'm not on for much longer, so you're okay. I won't bore you with the details too much longer. But I will be back this evening at 6 p.m. So, and we've got lots to look through. We've got the ribbon threading again, so they launched last week. If there's any stock of this left, we'll be cutting some of these out again.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be a fun show.
It's been a lovely show. Also launch party, got the quirky sentiment stamps, and those easy organised bags are back as well, which are really, really good. Ribbon threading, that Academy of Colour Discovery kit. It's going to be a really great show tonight. And Debbie, I shall look forward to that. In the meantime, Sarah will be here. We have got the official launch of this. I can't wait till she comes in about half an hour, and she'll probably be expected, I don't know, how much has gone? 10, 20% of the stock? No, over half the stock's gone, Sarah. You'll need to scoot through those 6 demos that no doubt she'll want to do very quickly, because I've got a feeling this is going to be selling out. Don't wait for the show. Shop between the shows and then come back and watch all of the inspiration with Sarah in a couple of hours' time, and check out all the other deals on the website as well. April showers deals. We've got that code still running for the individuals for the Spectrum Noir products. There's lots to shop for. Sarah and I will see you in an hour's time. Debbie will see you at 6 this evening. Until then, happy shopping. Bye for now.